Welcome back to this series. In our previous series, we were able to install our Lenons, which we said we're going to be using as a hacking tools. Now, this is the interface of the Lenons. And if you look at, we have different tools. If you look at, you see application. On that application, we have different tools. We have first information gathering. Remember, we discussed about information gathering in our concept of ethical hacking. And I said it's the first phase of ethical hacking. Now, information gathering is a process of you gathering information in order for you to do pen testing. So you can see the tools are here. These are predefined tools. You can see vulnerability analysis, web attack, database assignment, password attack, wireless attack, reverse engineering, exploitation, sniffing, spoofing, post exploitation, forensics, and many more. You can see how we have a lot of tools. Now, other good things about Linux is that these are pre-installed. You can all even download and install any tools you want to use in Linux. Maybe you can go to GitHub and clone some tools and make use of. Please, whatever we're going to be learning on this channel is strictly for educational purpose. Limited will not be hold responsible for anything you are using it for. This is for educational purpose. Now, we want to start using the terminal. Like I said, the first we're going to do is to see how to use the terminal, then we go straight into hacking, scanning and all that. Now, if you look at it, we have what is called emulator, terminal emulator. Then you click on it, it's like you are the administrative of that Linux. So how do you do that? The first you're going to do is to type what? Is to type sudo su. You enter. When you type sudo su, you enter, it will say password for Kali. Now, the password, remember, the username is Kali, the password is Kali. Then just type what? Kali. It will not show you anything. Just you enter. Now it will take you to what is called root. This is now we are on a root page. We are on a root what? On a root page. Now that means you are administrative owner of this Kali right now. So now the next we're going to do is to check the configuration. It will display net interface of the Linux. How do we check the net interface of the Linux? Is by using what is called if config. If config. Now, if you are conversant with Windows, if you want to check Windows, you normally use what we call IP config. But in Linux, we use what is called if what config. Then we enter. Now, when you enter, you will see these brokers running. You see inside this is the IP address of what? Of your Linux. And this is the submask and this is the brokers. Now, this is the remote that you can able to connect from Linux remotely to another system. Now, if you go down there, we have another IP address. This is a local IP address of Linux. Now, this is what mostly we are going to be using because this will be enabling us to connect from our local kernel Linux to a remote server or to a remote system. Now, if you are in Europe or you're in Canada, this IP address is totally different from your own, because this IP address works with your geographical area. So this is the IP address we are mostly going to be focusing on, and we're going to be working with it. Now, the next you are going to check out for is dates. Now, if you type dates, it will show you the current date of your system, or the current date of your system. So you can see I'm shooting this video Saturday, April 12. So you can see the dates present, you can see the dates here. This is how to check dates on your Linux. Now, the next you are going to do is what is called LES. LES is to display all directory content and all directories in your systems. Now, if I say LES, it will display all the directories in my system. If you look at the what it's called, we have downloads, we have pictures, we have different directories in my systems. So these are different directories in my system. Now, let's assume I want to change my directory to download or to desktop or to documents. So how do I do that? I will quickly use called CD, let's say download. You must look at, let's say let me change to desktop, let's say desktop, CD desktop, and you can see desktop here. Make sure you look at the spelling and it must be the same. Then you enter. Now you can see that I have changed all my directory now is what? I've changed it to what? Desktop. You can see that it comes with home, Kali, now desktop. Now, what if I want to check what the directories, the files, the folders that are inside the desktop? How do I do it? I do what? LEX. I enter. Now you can see all the whole files and folders in the what on the desktop, right? Now, if you want to still change your directory now to maybe pvtech2 or pvtech.txt, you can also do that, right? Or let me do, okay, not because of time, but let's move further. Let's say you can do the same thing or to any of them. Now, if I want to go back, how do I do that? I can easily say cd/. Now you can see it takes me back to what? To the roots. It takes me back to roots. Now, how do I now go back to home and Kali? Because this one, I just use this one as an example, but this one, the home and Kali are meant to be there. Then all I need to do is to say CD again. First, let's read it out. Let's say LES. Now, if you say LES, what we have on Kali Linux, on the root, we have different folder. We have home, we have this, we have different things on the folder. But this is our target, the home. We want to change our directory now to home. Then how do we achieve that? Is by saying CD, you look at it, you look at the home here, and say CD home. You enter. Now, on the home now, remember we have home, Kali. Now we have to check what inside the home, what actually inside the home. We can easily set what? LES again. You can see in home, we have where is Kali Linux, PVTech, and now what do we do again? We say CD Kali. We enter. We're able to go back, we are able to go back from home to what? To Kali. So the next we're going to look at there is what? Is LEA. LEIVA. LEIVA is to use to display more directories. More directory that if you do LES, is that it displays directories. But if you want to see more directory, you can easily do what? LES IVA what? IVA. Right? LES IVA, it will show more directory. Now just look at a lot of information being displayed on your wall using what? LES -A, it display more attributes, more directories that is on Kali Linux. Can see Mozilla, can see music, can see pictures. It's downloading, it takes you to a lot of what? A lot of directories. Now, the next we are going to do is let's see how we can see. Remember, we said we are on root. Then, how do you know that you are on root? Is by using a command, who am I? Are you watching? When you use who am I, you enter. What happened? It show you what? That you are on a route, right? You can see this who am I. So this who am I, we are going to be using it later when we're able to connect to a remote computer. So it will also show you when you check who am I, it will display a lot of things about the system, the directory you are on that system. We'll get there actually. Now the next thing now, let's say this is who am I. What of when you type who? Just who? Just who? No, let me remove who am I. Just say who, you enter. It will give you more Linux, it give you more what? Information about who. It's not just showing you root hello. It said that you are Linux, you are in TTY7, you are PTS slash what? 1. Now, the next we are going to look out for is how to create what? A directory. MK is used to create what? And how to create what? A directory. Let me say, I want to say MKDIR. Then if I want to create a directory now, I can easily say, let's say king.tst, right? If I enter, it have created what? A directory for me. Then if I say cards, if I now say LES, now you can see the LES. Now, I remember when we showed earlier, there was nothing like king.tst. Now, with the with the word of what, this command I'm able to create a directory called what? King.tst, which is now what? Here. Are you guys getting what I'm doing, right? Now, the next we are going to do also is what is called touch. Touch is used to create a file. If I say touch, let's say hack, let's say hack 3, I might have something like hack there before, hack 3.txt. Then I enter. You can see I have created what? A file. Now, if I say LEX, now we can see the hack again. This you can see if you watch the first one, king.txt, shows a folder, right? Now this one shows what this called what? A file. Sorry, this is like a folder. This just like what? A file. Are you know what I'm saying, right? So this one enable you to create what? A file for you. Are you know what I'm saying, right? Now, what if you want to open that file? Let's use something like cards and said hack3.tst. Now it's cat. Now let's say nano is used. Nano. Now let's say nano we said hack3.tst. Then you enter. What happens? It takes you to what? We find it opened the hack file for you. You can easily type anything here. You can see I'm typing anything here. It's opened the file for you to able to type. You use nano to open a file. Now this file, you are going to be doing something like this later when we are creating a work list. A work list is actually used to hack work to guess a password. Right? You can say Control S. They said you want to save, say Control Y. Then you enter. It will take you back to what? To your terminal. Now let's see, we have what is called unnamed. Unnamed is used to display the current system information. Let's see unnamed, sorry, unnamed. Unnamed, you now let's enter unnamed. It displays the current system that you are what? You are on Linux operating system. Now let's say unnamed hyphen A. You enter, it give you the information about the system. That means you are using Linux Kali 6.11.2 AMD 64. Now GUI, so it's telling you that look, this is the information about the operating system you are currently working on, which is what Kali Linux. Now if for instance all these things I've been doing since, you want to see the history, maybe you have an issue or police get, maybe you try to check somebody's system Linux, what the person has been using the Linux for, you can easily use what is called what history. Before then we have what is called clear. Now if you are familiar with Windows, sorry, if you are familiar with Node.js, maybe you are a developer, in when you are using what is it called CMD command prompt, you normally use CLS. Now when you are using Node.js, you use CLS. But here it's not like that. You write a full word clean, you enter. So now when I want to check the history of what you have been doing since, you can easily type word history. History, then you enter. Now you can see the whole information in my system. So maybe a police person want to get hold of you or something, you want to see what you are using your Linux for, you can easily check, type history, and it will display all the whole information that you have been using or the command you have been using on Linux. So I think I'm going to stop here on command prompts, and I want to say to you, this is just the basic, this is just the beginning. We are going to do a lot of work. All you need to do is to subscribe to our channel so that you'll be getting most of our updates. Every week we are going to be posting videos for you. So the next we are going to start now is full printing. In our next session, we are starting full printing. Don't go away, get your laptop close to you. Follow us step by step. In case you have any issue, what you don't really understand, you are free to make comment. I promise you, we will respond to you. And I want to say that I want to create a WhatsApp group. I'm going to throw a WhatsApp number for us so that we can able to create a WhatsApp in case you have information or you have maybe something that is not clear to you or any contribution. We are free to make it on this community. Follow us step by step. I promise you, you are going to get a lot. See you in the next series on food printing. Thank you.